Good day everyone, I'm Hurley of Borify Reviews here, back at it again with my review for the Venture Electronics Monk Plus 7th edition. Yes, you heard it correct. This is the 7th edition or the 7th reiteration of the well-known Monk Plus in the flathead earbuds hobby or the flathead earbuds context. Okay, but just like the previous review I have done last week, or yeah, the previous review I've done, I will be reviewing the Venture Electronics Monk Plus 7th edition in English first, then I'll give my summary in Tagalog form at the later part of the video. Okay, with that out of the way, I'd like to thank Venture Electronics for sending this unit to me in an exchange for a very honest and transparent review. Rest assured that all of my reviews are honest and transparent to the core for the benefit of everybody, including me, because I do not need to edit or cut anything extensively as much as possible, because it will really take time on my end, and at the same time it will probably add a little bit of doubt for those who wants the best and the most honest review possible for me or Rafai. Okay, so Venture Electronics Monk Plus, or the Monk Plus itself, isn't really new in the hobby. It is already existing for around, I guess, about a decade now, which is quite surprising, because it felt like it just existed during the pre-pandemic. But yeah, I can't believe that I'm saying this, but the Venture Electronics Monk Plus has been in the earbud space for almost a decade now. Yes, and apparently this is their 7th version, or their 7th iteration of the Monk Plus. The last time I have heard a Monk Plus was the MP5 version of or the 5th version. They kind of changed the things that I loved about the MP4, the fourth version actually, which was, as far as I remember, is the Philippine edition or the Heat edition. Though correct me if I'm wrong, because it's been a while. Literally, it's been a while. But yeah, here we are with the 7th edition Monk Plus. So we'll discuss what are the major differences or the tuning differences when compared to the previous versions, because I remember those previous versions so well, because the Monk Plus was my first earbud. Yes, I collected the Monk Plus before. I had the Espresso, I had the SPC, I had the Royal Purple, I had the what do you call this? The black version of the Monk Plus. Yes, I had it all. Although to some people they just say it's just a color change or something like that. To my ears it has some mild differences, but yeah, I remember that so well. Okay, so like the usual, what you'll get when you purchase a Monk Plus. By the way, the Monk Plus costs around $5 to $6 depending on the configuration and the bundle that you have it with. Currently, it has a bundle with the Odyssey R, which is a good thing in the sense that it is more than enough for you um to play or to pair it with the Monk Plus, in terms of power at least. In terms of synergy, I prefer it pairing with the Devastator more. They're more powerful USB DAC or the USB dongle than the Venture Electronics Odo and the Odyssey R. But hey, that's just me. It is more of a pairing thing than more of a power thing actually. Yeah. But yeah, we'll discuss it later on. Okay. So what you'll get when you purchase a Monk Plus, the 7th edition, is this type of blister pack. It is a resealable, which is a good thing since this doesn't have a case. So if you do not have an earbud case in the meantime, you may use this. I usually use this to organize my earbuds, because as you can see, I don't have any cable winder for me to organize it. So in the meantime, I use these blister packs to do so. And you'll get a pair of earbud foams. The earbud foams of the Venture Electronics Monk Plus is probably one of the best, at least for me, in terms of the overall fit and its effect on the sound. Because um, some of you might not know that the more thicker your your earbud foams are, the more it will decrease the soundstage, and it will decrease the slight details, the nuances, because you're literally blocking the driver. Okay? But with the Venture Electronics Monk Plus, or the Venture Electronics earbud foams, they are quite thin. They are quite thin for the sound to be blocked significantly. So it has a what do you call this? It has a minimal effect, minimal negative effect on the earbuds. On all of the earbuds I have tried and tested. Okay. So what you'll get is pretty basic. As you can see, you get the Venture Electronics Monk Plus in its flesh, or in its plastic rather. So you can see, and the Monk. They haven't changed the design actually that much, except for the cable. The cable now currently has a chin slider. I I do believe it has a chin slider, but it is very, what do you call this, very small, very sticky, and like this one, it just slides really well. This also has a mic version for you to check. Some people that has a keen eye may see this a Venture Electronics Monk Plus with a 4.4 valence connection in their Shopee or in their AliExpress, but according to Widely, um, those aren't a those are not the 7th edition. Those are the previous generation, or edition of the Monk Plus. So that, just a quick heads up. But I do hope that they create a 4.4 version soon, hopefully, because I just like earbuds with the 4.4 connection. Maybe that's just me. Okay, so you can see, here's the cable. The cable is a bit thicker actually when compared to the previous Monk Plus generations. And it now has an L-type. Yes, it has now a thicker L-type. L-type plug. Yeah, as you can see, with a good strain relief. So for $5, I couldn't complain, because you'll get a very reliable slash very durable for its price build quality from the Monk Plus 7th edition, or the MP7. I may call this MP7 from time to time, just to save some time. Okay, there, as you can see. Okay, now we will proceed to the drivability. Just like any Monk Plus, it scales well with the source that you pair with it. But for in terms of power, it isn't really that hard to drive. It's just it pairs well with certain sources, if you may. Yes, because for example, I find I find the MP7 pairing well. It really pairs well with the Devastator. I find it really pairs well to my taste with the Snowski Echo Mini. I also find it decently paired, or it pairs decently with the Venture Electronics Auto and the Venture Electronics Odyssey R. But all of those are just their slight differences are mainly on the sound, or the synergy of those specific pairings. But for the most part, it can be easily driven off, unless if you're using an Apple dongle. It may especially the EU version, I believe, because it is a 0.5 volt, so it can be underpowered. But as for my recommendation, I recommend you pairing this with at least 2 VRMs of power for the most optimal experience. As all earbuds do actually. What do you call this? I pair this with a 2 VRMs on any scenarios for the most optimal experience that you can get on a flatted earbuds. Okay. As for the sound is a just like the Monk Plus versions before actually. But this is by far the most balanced, and this is the by far the most tactile, if you may, sounding out of all of them, because this is a well-balanced sound signature. If we're being specific, it is still the warm-ish mid-centric that the Monk Plus uses, or the Monk Plus house sound, but it is greatly shaved off when compared to the fourth version, or the earlier versions of Monk Plus, where it sounds really, really thick, up to the point that it can be a bit sluggish or muddy at times. So here in the Monk Plus 7th generation or the 7th edition, it is now well balanced up to the point na I can even call this the probably the most balanced sounding flathead earbuds under under probably $5 or $8 tops. Yes, because again, the warmth on this one isn't really, it is almost non-existent, but at the same time it still has that thickness to it, which I really like. It gives a bit of like dynamic feels to it, but at the same time it is now more versatile on any genres that you pair with it. Don't get me wrong, it is still your usual non-bass head sound, but for the most part, it is very adequate, or it is enough. Actually, it is enough for any genre that you throw at it, because the bass here is a very punchy. It is slightly quicker than the previous generations, but at the same time, it does have that firmness to it. It does not suffer any form of muddiness or any slowish, sluggish bass that you find on earbuds in this price point, or even on the Monk Plus 4th generation or older versions of Monk, even on the V2S. Actually, this has the better base level in terms of quantity and quality among all of them. Under, of course, under $5, because under $10 there's something that is a bit more cleaner than that, and which I'll get to later. Okay, now as for the mids, you still have the usual Venture Electronics house sound, wherein they have a thick mids but less thicker when compared to the previous generations, while exhibiting that forward vocals, that forward sweet vocals. Most people call it sweet, but I call it forward. Yeah. So up to the point that I find this very very pleasing, because it isn't really nasal or it isn't really boxy at all. It is forward, but it is just right. If you catch my drift, okay? So as for the lower mids, it still has a bit of thickness to it. Has still a bit of warmth, but it isn't as warm or as thick or as slow when compared to the previous generations. Okay? As for the upper mids, it is elevated, but it is very non-fatiguing at all. I guess Venture Electronics tried to what do you call this? Tried to maximize the nature of the earbuds, wherein the vocals or the mids most of the time are really really forward up to the point that it may sound boxy, but not here in the MP7, because they done it really well here in the Monk Plus 7th edition. So props to Venture Electronics for tuning, or for what do you call this, retuning, actually retuning the Monk Plus. Okay, as for the treble is still your usual Monk Plus type of treble, wherein it is decently extended, but it isn't really what do you call this? It isn't really airy, or it isn't really sparkly, or anything that leans to a more boosted treble quality. Don't get me wrong, this is by far this is not dark at all. This is not dark. This is by far the less what do you call this? This is by far the most extended among all of the Monk Plus versions I have tried in terms of the treble, which is a good thing. As for the detail retrieval, it is okay, it is adequate, but nothing to write home about. I mean, for the price of $5, you can't expect something extravagant actually, or something out of this price range. And that's okay. It doesn't mean that it is bad at all. It is far from being bad actually. Okay. Now, as for the technical performance is all right for the price. It isn't really something that I would rave or I would hype actually, but it isn't really bad. Again, it isn't really bad either. Everything here in the Monk Plus 7th edition for its price is about just right. Just right for the price. Nothing bad, and nothing too glazingly overly hyperbolically good either. So Monk Plus literally delivers to its target price and to its target overall quality. So props to that on Venture Electronics. Okay, the sound stage is okay. I mean, it is spacious enough, but not really wide when compared to the Monk SL, which is quite understandable. That is like $15, while this one is a $5 earphones. Okay, the separation and layering is okay, with minor instances of hiccups on very very busy or very busy or very complex tracks, but not as bad when compared to the previous Monk Plus or the previous versions of the Monk Plus, the earlier versions, because those really are bad in terms of the when paired or when listened with the complex passages or complex tracks. Okay, the imaging is accurate for the most part. I usually use this during whenever I edit my reviews or my videos, so I had no problems with it. Okay, so I'll compare this with the Monk A1. This is my personal favorite because this is under 10 bucks. This under like 500 pesos in Philippine money or Philippine peso. When compared, the Monk Plus 7th edition is a bit thicker. It is a bit more forward in the mids when compared to the Monk A1. The Monk A1 is a bit more calmer, leaner, laid back, but at the same time it is a bit wider as well when compared to the Monk Plus 7th edition. So if you have the money or if you have the budget, I suggest go for the Monk A1 because this is a very much more all-rounder and a much more wider sounding, but you can never go wrong with the Monk Plus 7th edition as well. Actually, if we're being really practical, go for the Monk Plus 7th edition. Okay, now I'll switch to the Tagalog version of this review. Okay, so ang verdict natin dito, the Monk Plus 7th edition sa halagang magkano to, 300 pesos is sulit na siya doon kasi mas balance siya. Ito yung pinaka-balance na nagawa ng Monk Plus by far, and ito yung pinaka all-rounder na nagawa ng Monk Plus by far. If hindi ka mag-hobby or wala ka sa hobby, hindi mo na need gumastos ng sobrang mahal para lang makakuha ng magandang tunog sa flathead earbuds or sa earbuds. Okay na yung Monk Plus na anong tawag doon, itong 7th edition, and kung kaya mo pa, di isabahan mo na ng DAC nila na Odyssey R actually, and yun, call it a day. Wala ka na magiging problema doon in terms of pairing, in terms of genre. Pero yun, if like gusto mo ng something bassy or ng something na bright na matreble, maghanap ka ng iba. Pero if gusto mo lang ng parang all-rounder na kahit anong ilagay mong genre, wala kang magiging problem, edi itong na lang, itong Monk Plus 7th edition. Kasi yun, 300 pesos lang siya. So, ayun. And that ends my review for the Monk Plus 7th edition. Again, I'd like to thank Venture Electronics for sending this unit to me in an exchange for a very honest and transparent review. Rest assured that all of my reviews are honest and transparent to the core, like I always do, for the benefit of everybody. And yes, I still have a lot of backlogs here and there. Again, I still have my upcoming review for the FEOD M13. It is on the works. Actually, it is here in the my desk as well. And I do also have some Venture Electronics products, like for example the Metapod. I also have the Monk SM. I also have some comparisons down the line, and this one, the Kiwi Ears Aether. So it will be a very busy schedule for this page. Okay, and see you on the next one. Wait lang.